All right, E3 is happening. The Xbox event is quite literally hours from when I'm recording this video. I wanted to do one last recap of everything that we know because a few things have happened. So we know a few things going into the show and sort of how I expect the show to go one last time before we actually see this thing. Let's go. Before we get into it, don't forget, all month long, I'm raising money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. More at that at the end, but if you want to donate right now, you can do so at the link below. Okay, getting into predictions. So first of all, let's recap what we know is happening at this event. We know we're going to see more Far Cry 6 because Ubisoft tweeted, see more at the Xbox showcase. We know we're going to see the first Battlefield 2042 gameplay, and a lot of people have been speculating that we might see those games come to Game Pass. Now, I don't know about that one. I could see Battlefield because that is EA. I don't know about Far Cry 6. I would be very, very surprised if Ubisoft said, yeah, sure, let's release that game that everybody's going to buy anyway on Game Pass. I don't see that one happening. But there are a few that we do know are going to come to Game Pass. We know Yakuza Like a Dragon is coming to Game Pass. And we know Back 4 Blood is going to come to Game Pass because people don't know how to set their YouTube videos, apparently. So both of those are out there in the wild, sort of, that people are aware of. I think that is awesome. Like, I am definitely be playing Back 4 Blood on my Xbox now. It's really, really exciting knowing that, some really, really great games are coming to Game Pass. And I have to imagine that this will be part of a larger showcase of games. Like, I think they're going to do a sizzle about a bunch of stuff coming to Game Pass, and maybe they hone in on Back 4 Blood a little bit and Yakuza during that segment. There will definitely be a segment about Game Pass during the show, and I think these are just two sort of feathers in the cap, so to speak, that they will be bringing up. In addition, the Somerville game was tweeted at me by Jeff Grubb. Somerville seems like a side-scroller game of some sort, but the teaser he showed was like a bunch of buildings and space stuff. I don't really know what was going on there, but I'm intrigued. And then Xbox has put a YouTube video live that I just wanted to give a shout out to. That was Trek to Yomi. I didn't expect to see that there, but that game actually piques my interest. It's another side scroller, but I believe you're a samurai, and it really, really reminded me of those, classic samurai movies of old that we all love. So Jeff Grubb also said not to expect a few things at Xbox. He said, don't expect Avowed, Perfect Dark, Fable, Hellblade 2, iOS Project Dragon. What else did he say? Also, don't expect Everwild or Compulsion's new game. I would actually be surprised if we didn't see Compulsion, at least, because Compulsion has been quiet for so long. We know they beefed up their studio, and yeah, I don't know. I would be quite surprised if Xbox doesn't do anything for any of those games. I think we get a reminder, at least during the presentation, and we also have all these great hits coming. Some games he left out, though, were State of Decay 3. So I'm going to say State of Decay 3 and Forza is going to be at the show for sure. And a lot of people have been guessing about that, just generally speaking. I do think that the top of the show is going to be Halo. They're going to talk about Halo, how it's coming out really, really soon. And they're going to talk about how they've improved the campaign. And then I think for the second half, they're going to talk about Halo multiplayer. That is of the intro. I think their big closer is Starfield. We know Starfield is going to be part of the presentation, and I think they go all out. I think they show gameplay. I think they even show either pre-recorded or it'll definitely be in-engine. I think they show gameplay in-engine to give us an idea of what that game is going to be, because people have been wondering for a long time. So my predictions are pretty timid going in. I want to keep my expectations here so that I can get really, really hyped when the show happens, right? And also it's early in the morning, but I'm not expecting a ton of stuff. If you have last-second predictions, throw them in the comments below. I think we get 3 surprises beyond Halo and Starfield. I think there's some stuff that they have planned and that we will be surprised by. I do think we should all manage our expectations. I think our expectations are very high for Xbox. I think the whole industry's expectations are very high for Xbox, but we will see what happens. So also part of this video, I wanted to recap Ubisoft yesterday and my reaction to it, because Ubisoft, I realize a lot of work goes into these shows, so I don't mean to be rude, but Ubisoft was pretty boring. Ubisoft they falsely extended it out with these walking portions that were just odd. I don't know what that was supposed to be. It was really, really strange. Like if they had a through line or an explanation about why they were showing those, I think it would have went over a lot better. But they would just show these walking segments for too long, frankly, and nobody knew what was going on there. But they did have a few wins. They had the Far Cry 6 demo, and I love how they're painting the new villain as truly awful. Really, really excited about Far Cry 6. A few of the things that I'm actually excited about from Ubisoft. I am excited about the new Mario Rabbids game. Now, I played just a little bit of the first one, and it's really, really charming. So I'm excited for fans of that game. I'll probably check it out when it comes out. And, you know, I'm sort of lukewarm on it, right? But I understand why it's popular, and I understand why people like that game. I would have just liked the new Super Mario RPG, but yeah, I guess Mario Rabbids works too, whatever. And then the Far Cry gameplay that they showed where you can actually play as the villains, I actually love that. I love how vicious the villains are with their fatalities. And Far Cry 5, I actually really, really love him as a villain, and I like what they did with him. And I'm excited to play as him again, so I am a little bit excited about that. Not so much for Rainbow Six. I feel like they had something on the PTR where we played that game like years ago. I don't know, whatever. Not super thrilled, not super excited about not quarantine now. It's called something else, but it's the same thing that they've been talking about for years. It's just been too long. I guess they just got hit really hard by COVID. But the big thing, Ubisoft, where the hell is Splinter Cell? What have you done with Sam Fisher? We know the animated cartoon's coming out. It's just absolutely bizarre that they just have this franchise that's been dormant for 9 years now. And I think everybody's just kind of like tired of these leaks that Sam Fisher is going to be thrown into yet another game. And people are calling them out on it at this point. Annapurna even tweeted, Ubisoft, please let us make a Splinter Cell game. Because everybody's like, why isn't this being teased at least? Like, just tell us you're working on something. Now, there was one thing that hit at Ubisoft, and it was the Avatar trailer. Now, the reason isn't because it's Avatar, though. A lot of people were like, oh, a new Avatar game, that's so interesting, and Avatar fans are talking about that. But we have to remember that that whole engine was in a new Snowdrop engine. Now, Snowdrop is the engine that was utilized for, off the top of my head, I know, I wanted to say Rainbow Six, but not Rainbow Six. It was used for The Division 2, which I played a ton of, and The Division was looking pretty good. I don't remember what Rainbow Six used. It might have also used Snowdrop, but that is the Ubisoft proprietary engine, and they showed off what it can do in this Avatar trailer. And the game footage, it says, is all powered by Snowdrop, so it's all cut in engine. So right off the top of the bat, you know, the foliage in the jungle is looking really, really good. They even show a tiny character that's articulated and moving around as sort of your teaser as to what world you'll be going into. All the animations are looking much better than in past titles, so that is looking good. They showed off some depth of field, some reflections in the water, ambient occlusion in the scenes, and all the lighting stuff that they do. Some really, really neat particle effects when the big dinosaur stomps on the ground. And I actually think that the Avatar game is looking good. You know, showing off all the lighting effects, showing off what that engine's going to be able to do. It looks like there's going to be cooperative gameplay. I don't know anything about the Avatar game, but this trailer did a lot more to get me interested in the Avatar franchise than anything Avatar has actually done in the last few years. They've been like releasing screenshots and everything forever. But anyway, so that was my reaction to Ubisoft and my predictions for Halo. Again, keeping my expectations low. I'm really, really excited going in. Let me know what your last second predictions are. I hope you have a good Xbox showcase. I'll be back tonight live. I'm going to be hanging out with some friends after the day is over, so expect that late tonight. We're going to be talking about everything that we saw on the Xbox show. But of course, I'm also going to be doing that on IGN first. So first, check me out, youtube.com/IGN. I'm going to be on the Xbox pre and post show. You can check me out there. So also, just a reminder, all month long, I'm raising money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. So St. Jude Children's Hospital is working to cure cancer and other rare childhood diseases. All month long, I'll be including a link here. And if you choose to, you can donate to the cause. Let's see where we're at with it. We are at $2,220. We are halfway to the $5,000 goal for the month. It is 6/13. So if we're at 2,500, we should be on pace to hit that $5,000 goal by the end of the month. Thank you, everybody who has donated so far. We actually surpassed our original goal of $1,000 like immediately. So I'm like, okay, I need to beef it up a little bit. So please keep donating. What your donations go towards, it's like $10 will buy a toy in the waiting area, $250 will get a family a meal card, and $500 will get a bone marrow transplant treatment. Thank you so much to everybody who has donated so far. I'm going to get out of here. I got to get ready for Xbox at E3. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed so far. 60,000, and we're on our way to 70 already. It's going quick. And if you want to become a member, memberships are turned on. Thank you to all my members who have been supporting the channel since it's been sort of blowing up. I appreciate all of you really, really, really very much. If you want to become a member, you can do that. Thank you. I'm getting out of here. I'll see you for the next one. See you soon. Bye, everybody.